the extent of the search. So sa kanilang format, ang first talaga nilang i-establish ang lahat ng project requirements. Notice their format, project requirements. So, project objectives, project scope, minimum site requirements. Dito meron kang ang RRL for the standards, base requirements, sino yung mga tao na gagamit. So, establish muna lahat ng project requirements before maghanap ng site, before magpili or magawa ng criteria for the site. Kasi basis yung mga na-establish na project requirements para makagawa ng criteria for the best site. Gets? So, usually, ganyan din ang format. And then, after that, gawin na yung steps for the site na choosing alternative sites. So, run through. So, itong kay Jolie. Woo! So, ayan, like, establishing muna dyan everything, project objectives, project scope, minimum site requirements, and then this one. So, yung space requirements, again, di ba, as mentioned, sa inyo, you will have a catchment area. You will have to establish the capacity for your project. So, for example, ang inyong capacity is 100 people for the wedding. Ganyan. So, maximum na siguro 100 attendees for a wedding. Or, for example, kung GKK, yung existing GKK, ang nag-average sila na 80 ang mag-attend ng mga activities nila. So, maximum of, let's say, siguro 120 or 100 yung inyong i-cater para mas medyo mag-grow pa daw yung GKK. So, ilan ang size ng space requirements based on 100 people? So, asan nyo man yan kunin? Sa building laws. Diba? So, meron yun sa building laws kung ilan ang congregation area. So, ang occupant load based sa number of attendees. So, yung mga places of assembly, diba? Meron ganon. Or kung hindi, ang basis ninyo is ang square meter per chair. So, diba? Kasi kaliit ng mga places of assembly kasi parang gina-consider nila ang spaces of assembly is elbow to elbow. Diba? Sobra. So, pwede nyo i-measure ang siguro, one chair, isa katao, anong size niyan, ganyan. So, pwede nyo siya i-start from this. And based on this, may establish nyo kung gaano kalaki yung inyong proposed na chapel. Based on gaano kalaki din yung gusto nyo na size ng inyong chapel. So, similar this, yan din ang ginawa here, but ang sa kanya, is i-breakdown niya talaga ang members of the barangay. So, ilan ka tao ang gagamit nung barangay hall. So, yung always, everyday na gagamit. So, therefore, naghanap siya galing sa batas. So, ano niya dyan yan siya? Ito, according to RA 7160, ito lahat. And then from this, i-summarize niya to this table kung how many people ang usually nag-work within a barangay hall. So similar lang din sa inyo siguro. So you establish your community, June. The capacity for your chapel. Give me figures, give me references. Okay? Give me analysis. Kung asan niyo dyan nakuha yung number of people na magamit. Okay?
Sir, pwede ba sir, if ever na wala talaga siyang resources na makita online or like interview siya, pwede ba maging parang case study siya?
Parang president ng mga like usually talaga pag weddings, ganito ka number ang participants. Mga ganyan lang, averaging lang kayo. Okay, so bigyan nila ako ng mga data, tapos reference. Okay? So, ayan, tapos na tayo sa demographics ha. And then after that, selection process na tayo. So, what happens is you first establish your site criteria. So, ang site criteria, this one, the conditions. So, ang isa sa mga parang mababa na grade before is diretso nakapili ng tatlong site without even considering kung bakit piliin yung tatlong site. Again, hindi ka magpili ng site kung walang initial screening process. So, mauna talaga dapat si screening process before you choose the 3 sites. Okay? So, hindi meaning ba na yung tatlong site, Dipili lang sila, merong isang site na filler lang, ganyan. So dapat, as much as possible, the 3 sites are parang, so tumpak doon sa lahat ng criteria. Meron lang talagang best site. So kaya di ba usually merong ranking. So the ranking, ang basis niya talaga is sila lahat, tumpak sila doon sa criteria. Okay, so ganun ang ginawa nila. So there is a base requirement kay Marga, may base requirement siya to choose the 3 best sites. And kay Jolie, before siya nag-choose ng 3 sites, meron siyang conditions. Okay? And then after that, nag-choose na sila ng potential sites that adhere to the initial base requirements or the initial site criteria. And then after that, present each site data. Diba? So present the site data of each potential site. And then after nyan, gawin na yung actual comparative analysis. So pinaka-last na yung comparative analysis. So, comparative analysis, comprehensive, and then, ito yung parang grading na. And then, mapili yung best site. Okay? So, nasa inyo lang dyan siya. So, hindi siya talaga na required na lahat, meron na yung information. Ang inyong ibigay lang talaga would be reference or basis kung bakit yun na site. So, hindi shallow yung ating selection, kumbaga. So, give me reference, give me basis, bakit yun yung best site, appropriate to all project requirements and all yung scope ng project. Okay, sige, so klaro tayo dito ha. Yun na flow, just refer to this talaga na flow chart as your basis. Ayan. Okay. Sige, so any questions, clarifications?
So sa context namin, sir, yung extent of the search kay one site, hindi kami na 3 locations
Within that site. Oo.
Sila na yung-
Yeah. So for example, Crocodile Park, ganyan. So kung gusto niyo magbigay ng chapel for Crocodile Park, ano yung best locations within Crocodile Park? So pero establish niyo muna kung ano yung gusto niyo idagdag sa Crocodile Park na chapel. So gusto niya venue place siya, ganyan. So ano ang most appropriate area for a venue place within Crocodile Park? Okay? Sige. Gets?